Alright, hello YouTube, this is Karin Machiavelli here. Today I want to show you a cool little tutorial of how to create a map in Google Earth for different country purposes. For example, these are all the area codes in Germany. You could use postal codes, you could use other kind of territorial maps, like for example political governance regions and so on, in order to find out, for example, that this area code 6627 has which borders, like how does the border look like, which cities are in them, because usually if you access such a file in the internet where the borders are drawn, they are not within like interactive map like Google does have. So it's useful to have these borders implemented into Google Maps and also to have these borders labeled. Now, let me show you how to do it from scratch. So let me close this off right here. Wait, temporäre Ordner, nicht meine OTKML. Alright, so that's why. Alright, so now that I've got that out of the way, I want to show you first of all how you can make use of how you can create such a map by making use of the shapefile maps in which are given by your country. For example, if I want to find out Germany's country codes, all the country codes, which are useful because they have 5,000 and I think 200 of them, I'll just enter Wohnvorwahlen Deutschland, which is area codes, phone area codes Germany, and list. And what I'm looking for is a website of some kind of, for example, in Germany they call it Bundes. Everything is called Bundes in Germany when you are speaking about a national government agency. So we have this, for example. This is going to be an Excel list of the phone area codes. But we are going to find out first the name of the agency that is responsible for managing all the phone and area codes. And then we're going to look for the name of the agency, the area codes, and click through the links. So we're going to OSINT it a bit. And there we have it. We have the website with the 5,200 area codes. And now, if everything, if like your government is transparent enough for that, you will have a list right here, which is the phone area codes in numerical alphabetical order. We also have in Germany there are also the 2-digit area codes, which are generally considered the area codes because the 4 or 5-digit area codes are more the city codes. So for example, 089 is going to be Munich, 030 is going to be Berlin, 040 is going to be Hamburg, and 069 is going to be Frankfurt. And these are all the only 3-digit ones, 2-digit ones, sorry. All the other ones are going to be 3, 4, or 5 digits derived from the first 2 digits of the area they are in. And so to display that, the government might also upload a GIS data shapefile. And this is the important thing we're going to be looking at. They upload this for telecommunication services and other kind of service providers for them to work with this. So for them to integrate it in their own GIS system in order to, for example, activate telephone communications in a certain new housing area that has been built and other stuff. But it is publicly accessible, so we can just download it. And I have already downloaded it here, so I'm not going to open this up again. Let me cancel this download. And now if we are going, I've created a folder on my desktop called shapefiles. If we're clicking on this one, with WinRAR, we can see a number of, for me yesterday it was unknown file extension, so I could not do anything. This didn't say anything to me, so shxlog. I cannot explain you what this is. This is some kind of GIS geography thing. The important thing to remember here is that the data we are going to need is the shape file, the SHP file, which contains the polygons and the vectors of the map you are creating. So basically the lines, the directions, the how the squares and other shapes look like. So the shapefile, as it says in the name. So we need that. And what we're going to do with that is, first of all, we're going to extract it here. I already did that here, and we're going to look for that SHP file. And we're going to go in Google Earth Pro, which you can download in the internet. I will not show a tutorial from that right now. Wait until it loads. Takes a lot of time. Now, let me just click this away here, right? So I'm going to just simply delete this, because you don't work with projects here in Google Maps, you work with sort of locations or something. And we're going to click on data, import, desktop. We're going to click on the folder where the shapefile is located. We're going to select here, this is only for TXT and CSV. I don't know why Google has pre-selected this, but we're simply going to click on all data, so we don't have to like look around for it, and we're going to open up this SHP file. This is going to import these polygons and whatever, and so it will have a modal box which says this data contains more than 2,500 elements, which can lead to performance problems in running Google Earth. And you can import examples, you can like limit it to some kind of view, or you can import all of it. I'm just going to click import all of it, even though it's going to lag as shit. And now it's import. Now, do you want to make a style sheet for this imported element? I'm going to click yes. I'm trying. which unfortunately I can't do here. So that sucks. I'm just going to leave it like this. What I want to do later on is make the style in such a way that the borders are colored. The borders are highlighted in a very obvious and very visible fashion. So that unfortunately is not possible right now. Apparently I first need the KST file. This is the thing that Google Earth generates from importing the KST. So we're going to name that tutorial. Tutorial. Right. So if we are going to activate this on temporary locations, click on that. We already see, alright, there is something here, right? So the shapefile is located, but everything is colored white, which is not what we're going to want. So we're going to right click on this SHP. We're going to click on properties. Das nutzen nicht den gleichen Stil. And we're going to click on style, color, equal, style. And now we have a funny little coloring pattern of everything. Now we want to get rid of that because it looks kind of nice as an overview. It looks kind of interesting, but it's not reliable or it's not like convenient to work with. So this is a niche little visualization, but that's all. So what we want to do is go on the, what's that? The plane, whatever. So not the lines, but instead the area, and outlines. We click OK, and we have that. Now, last part. This looks nice and all, but we also want to find out, alright, we also want to see if we go in a place like Hamburg, for example. This is going to be Hamburg, right? This is going to be Hamburg. What is the country code of that? Now, this is where we run into problems. Up until now, everything was easily solvable with Google Earth. But now, we would have to set the labels ourselves. And in all honesty, that sucks. Now, setting 5,200 labels, I'm not going to do that. Because you would have to activate each label as the name. So basically, each label here is going to have the name. Should have. Right, the ONB number. So this is like the number that we want to obviously work with, but they are not going to be displayed here. So that's why we just save it as a KML file, name it tutorial. And we're moving this into my locations. Let's see if we can import the, we have the shapefile imported as a log file. Alright, my bad. I forgot what my mistake was. So basically, pretty stupid mistake. Let me delete this and I'll show you again. When importing, you have the shapefile. You want to click on all import, import all, and then you can choose a name field. And in this name field, this is going to be, so you want to have the ID. And in order to get the ID, one of the fields you are having is going to be the ID if it's not the only one. So you want to choose that. Go on, where is it? Shapefile. Overwrite that. Then you will have that and you can do the same shit all over again. So, style, same style. No. There you have it. And if we open that, now you should have all the ID numbers. So, this is what I wanted to show you. So, getting these numbers to be displayed here is a mess. And it doesn't work. So we're going to use that from temporary locations over to my locations. We're going to move it over, save it. As tutorial KML, we're going to change it to KML. Yes. And then we have a website here which actually takes care of this whole problem. Labeling polygons in Google Earth. You're going to take this URL, which I'm going to link in the description down below. And they actually had the idea to write such a program which does that shit for you. So it takes all the polygons, adds the labels to them, centers them, and overwrites it in the KML file. So we're going to take that, we're going to click on add labels. Now this is going to work for a minute or two. And then you have the file which is ready for you to use. Import it to shapefiles. Delete that. Right, no, not delete that. Open, data open. Now we're going to wait. Because this is going to be a huge amount. Take a look at this shit. I mean, how fucking cool does that look like? Come on. Kind of looks like the typical dream of a mathematician. So, we can deactivate the original file. We will be left with this very laggy mess. Which, however, we can zoom into. And we have a cool border of all the phone area codes together with the areas they're reserved in, they're reserved in, and also together with all the cities which belong to these areas. So these valleys, these bigger cities. So that's how you do it. And this could be used for anything, for any country. If you can find, of course, the necessary shapefile information by your National Geology department. But that being said, thank you for watching. Hope this video helped.